If we don't stop the destruction of our natural world, nothing else will matter. While you work to meet the challenge of climate change, I beg of you, don't forget nature. Simply put, if we don't protect nature, we can't protect ourselves.
Thanks to the fact that we are now so clever and so dominant, and we can use our own intelligence and our technologies to become positive Anthropocene engineers and Anthropocene stewards.
This is the new frontier. We are the new frontier.
Not many of us can live next to a forest. So why don't we bring nature inside?
We are the ones now in the driving seat determining the future for the whole planet.
Nature doesn't need people. People need nature.
Arcadia, derived from Greek mythology, it's a poetic-shaped space associated with the beautiful natural splendor and harmony. It was once a version of paradise for living human beings, a place where the human and nature lived side by side peacefully. Today, you'll be introduced to the environmental center named Arcadia, which aims to rebuild the broken connection between the human and nature through sustainability and innovations. It is unquestionable that for the past few decades, our natural world has been through a lot of devastating extreme events. The human activities such as burning of oil, coal, and gas, as well as the deforestation, are the primary cause of increased carbon dioxide or CO2 in atmosphere. CO2 creates a cover that traps the sun's heat in atmospheric bubble, warming the planet and the ocean. To paint you a better picture, because of this, we're now losing 1.2 trillion tons of ice every year. One of the other severe and yet equally important issues is plastic pollution. Rapidly increasing production of disposable plastic products overwhelms the world's ability to deal with them. In fact, United States is the second largest producer of plastic waste in the world. It affects not only our water quality, but the wildlife as well. Every year, about 8 million tons of plastic waste escape into the ocean. If we don't do anything, there will be more plastic than fish in the ocean by 2050. Despite all the dreadful things happening around the globe, I still hope for the better future. The modern world's innovative sustainable practices and technology promise to decrease our damage step by step. The problem is, all of these ideas, innovations, and technology have not been properly advertised and showcased to the sustainable practitioners, designers, architects, or investors. Arcadia is a place where innovators, designers, curious young generation can connect and learn more about sustainable practices, environmental issues, innovative materials, concept of biophilia, and much more. The target demographic of Arcadia is going to be Gen Z, Gen Y, and Gen X of New York City, as well as the occasional tourists. According to studies, the members of those three generations are actively involved in resolving environmental issues and working on decreasing their carbon footprint. They appreciate the sense of community and are willing to invest in new innovative technologies. The facility will target the industry professionals, sustainability practitioners, and innovative designers, as well as students and general public who are interested in practicing the sustainability. For this project, I chose the former Marine and Aviation Department located at the Pier 57 Hudson River waterfront. One of the reasons why this location is the perfect fit for Arcadia is the fact that Hudson River is one of the most polluted rivers in NYC. With Arcadia's innovative features, volunteer cleanup campaign, and overall impact, there is a hope that Hudson River's ecosystem will change drastically. The building itself was designed in 1954. It has T-shape and most of its weight is supported on 3 concrete boxes and columns. The total square footage of the building is 600,000 square feet. The concept for this facility is borrowed from the idea of Arcadia and the peaceful coexistence of human and nature. By implementing nature in our everyday life, we promote wellness and productivity and create better quality of life. There are various ways to implement the elements of nature in design, which I have explored furthermore. Material selection for Arcadia follows the concept of biomimicry, which is an approach focused on putting nature's lesson into practice. Those materials mimic the living organism in one way or another. Here are some of the examples: the self-healing concrete, kinetic metal panels, mycelium, bioplastic, and much more. When it comes to lighting, I wanted to follow the same concept of biomimicry and define the intricate spaces with the light using the combination of natural, soft, and directional light to accentuate the pattern, shape, and form and create an exciting ambience. The goal is to create a striking pattern in the space that casts a playful dance of light and shadow across the areas and mimics the natural environment. The geometry of the building is pretty simple and linear, but I wanted to take it one step further and modernize it. I divided the building with the intersecting irregular diagonals, combination of which created the Voronoi diagram. The Voronoi diagram is a system that divides space into subspaces in an organic way. The diagram uses points to create cells that surround those points. It is an algorithm used to divide multi-dimensional space into subspaces with respect to central nodes. Architects and designers use this diagram to obtain more organic-looking design rather than imitate directly from the nature. With a complete and final building structure, the following program areas were utilized in the space. The basement was cut to accommodate the underwater tidal turbines, and the remaining part of it is used for private parking. The ground floor accommodates the retail area, centralized reception area, visionary center, and the outdoor garden area. On the second level, we have Arcadia Auditorium, Learning Hub, and Ground Zero Gallery. The third level utilizes the mezzanine of the auditorium and Learning Hub, with the addition of Innovative Research Center and Ground Zero Gallery. The restaurant and the farm are located on the fourth level, and the rooftop accommodates the public rooftop garden. If you noticed, each floor name corresponds to a Greek god or goddess. For example, Gaia, the goddess of earth and symbol of the beginning; Anthea, the symbol of flourishing and enlightenment; and lastly, Genesis, the symbol of new start and rebirth. The idea is for visitors to travel through the space and experience those 3 stages, finishing with the Genesis. As you may recall, the first floor accommodates the Gaia shop on the right-hand side of the entrance. On the opposite side, the closed immersive exhibit is held seasonally. Centrally placed and visible from entrance, we have the reception area. And as you walk further, you are introduced to a visionary center. As you follow the wooden path, you can exit out into the garden. The docks on the side of the building are the great addition for volunteer boat trips and water cleanup campaigns. The first program space is the reception area. The bonsai trees with the water feature are leading up to it. The structure behind the reception area is customized mycelium structure. I use the low-impact plywood wooden panels to accentuate this area and give it more earthly tone. The kinetic metal panels on the ceiling are the great addition to this place, as they reflect the light and create the playful dance of light and shadow. Next on, we have retail area, the Gaia shop. The innovators and designers have great opportunity to showcase their products and attract more customers here. The structure of this place is modular and can be altered to accommodate smaller or bigger retail events. The examples of innovative materials are placed around the shop, and the visitors can find more information about them on the white LED pots. Innovative glass solar panels are used above this area for energy efficiency, as well as for the lighting purposes, as they cast the vibrant shadow pattern on the wall. The focal point of this facility is the Visionary Center. The information about the environmental organizations, the innovative materials, the upcoming sustainable trends, and the climate change factors are showcased here on LED panels. The indoor garden formation also features some of the native species of the trees and plants. The mycelium custom-made seating is a great fit into the angular geometry of the space. The ETFE structure, incorporated in the skylight, casts a soft ambient light in the space and creates uplifting ambience. This is an alternative view of Visionary Center, looking at the map art installation on the floor with built-in LED lights. Those lights correspond to different events worldwide, and it lights up according to frequency of them occurring. Those events can be found and broadcasted on LED screens. The plywood panels, along with the self-healing concrete, are used for this area to create contrasting seating arrangement. The earthly tones and tactile textures are utilized in the space to provoke the sensory stimulation. The second level features the Ground Zero Gallery, a circular path around the perimeter where visitors can learn more about wildlife, natural resources, and try 3D immersive tools. Conference room, counseling offices, staff offices can also be found on this level. This floor accommodates the Arcadia auditorium for students and industry professionals, as well as the learning hub for networking, learning, and much more. The next program area is the Arcadia Auditorium, located on the second level. It features a comfortable seating with the recycled polyester booths and movable side tables. The acoustic perforated plywood panels on the ceiling are used for sound-canceling purposes, just like the timberwool wood fiber on the wall with the built-in plant holder. This is a place for industry professionals to educate younger, curious minds, give TED Talks, and promote sustainable practices. This area also has a mezzanine level for VIP attendees, which can be reserved ahead of time. Next, we have the Learning Hub, which is located next to the auditorium. This place is a workshop place with any available technology, where students and volunteers can have one-on-one session with supervisors, do their own research, interact with each other, and build a network. There are a variety of seatings in this area, starting from the stool seating, lounge modular seating, and the fun swing collaborative seats. The biophilic elements and uplifting colors are utilized for sensory experience. This area also has a mezzanine level, which can be accessed through the outdoor and indoor staircase. The third floor features the continuation of Ground Zero exhibit with the addition of 2 bridges, as well as the Innovative Research Center, which is divided into subunits and scattered around the floor, the admin offices, the sales point where the visitors can make orders, and lastly the mezzanine level of the auditorium and learning hub. The Innovative Research Center is one of the most important areas in the facility. It showcases the innovative materials and their use in different fields, such as fashion, architecture, and design. The bamboo shelving structure stores different materials inside the cubicles. Visitors can interact and learn more about each material. This area has comfortable swing seating and collaborative table for networking and brainstorming. The overall color scheme of this area will remain less saturated to focus mainly on the materials and materials only. This is another view of the Research Center, where the Arcadia will showcase the newest products on the tactile recycled glass panels, and visitors would have a great opportunity to become more familiar with new upcoming trends. This area features the organic ceiling light with daylight sensor and upcycled glass partition, and the self-healing concrete ceiling structure. Moving on to the 4th floor, we have a restaurant area with a variety of seating options. The manager's office, staff offices, and conference rooms are also located on this floor. Solar panels are located on the north wing of the building, and the rooftop farm for cultivating different local products is placed on the south wing. The focal point of the restaurant is the bar. The skylight placed above the bar with the water feature casts a playful shadow and creates an underwater ambience. The bioplastic material is used for pendant lights, and the leaf-shaped chairs are custom-made from recycled wood. One of the most dynamic features of this area is bleached seaweed paper panels on the ceiling, which move with the breeze and mimic the motion of the waves. The green marmoleum accent on the floor is used to create contrast and emphasize this area. This view shows another arrangement of the restaurant seating. The mycelium pendants are used to create ambient light. The plywood panels on the column and the ceiling are used to soften the harshness of the concrete look and create more soft and homey ambience. On the last floor, we have a rooftop garden with the ETFE structure that casts a soft ambient daylight into the space, the innovative glass solar panels, and the public garden with the kinetic wood panels. The farm area plays a big role in the whole facility. The products harvested in this place are later used in the restaurant and can be handpicked by visitors themselves. This area also features the seating and the kinetic wood tiles on the floor. One of the most important parts of this area is the ETFE igloo structure, where the new biomaterials can be harvested and tested from organic materials or waste that the facility produces. This is the view of the outdoor garden area, which is open to the public. The exterior of the building in the back is covered with kinetic tiles that move with the wind and create wave-like motions. The biophilic elements are added to the exterior as well to promote sensory stimulation. The garden paths are made from kinetic tiles that generate the energy every time visitors walk on them. This is another exterior view looking at the dock structure on the side. The volunteers are welcome to join the workers from organization and participate in cleanup campaigns or boat trips. The wide skeletal structure of the building is smog-absorbing material, which creates a better air quality around the Arcadia. This is the northern section of the building. It illustrates how the basement will accommodate the tidal turbines. The basement will also store the gray water and accommodate the parking. The tidal turbines will be installed in the gap for additional power and efficiency. The rainwater is collected via the modern sloped solar panels and later stored for the vegetation. The building has a nice southern exposure, which creates opportunity for harvesting the solar energy and using it for the facility. Those solar panels are not only placed on the flat surface but a vertical surface as well. To amplify the energy efficiency of the building, I placed tidal turbines in the gap between the columns in the basement. The kinetic metal tiles that react to heat and motion is a great addition for the building facade. It will embrace the building, almost making it a living organism. We only have one Earth, and if we don't protect it, we cannot protect ourselves. The future looks promising only if we all make an effort. No excuses. We live in a world of great opportunities where we can make anything possible. The nature doesn't need us, but we need it in order to survive. We need to find a common ground. We need to learn how to coexist. And the journey starts here. Welcome to Arcadia.